Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be taking a look at this CZ70. After World War II, the Czechoslovakian police force needed a new sidearm to replace their now dated CZ27. After the war, two brothers started working on a design for the new sidearm. The firearm they came up with was a CZ50, a simple blowback all-steel pistol chambered in .765 Browning. The CZ70 was a standard sidearm for the Czechoslovakian police force until 1970. In 1970, they designed an updated version of the CZ50, calling it the CZ70. The CZ70 was almost the exact same as the CZ50, with a handful of small changes. The updated pistol got new grips, a hammer with a small hammer hole, and they removed a lot of the sharper edges from the CZ50. The main place we would see that would be the trigger guard. CZ70 was then carried until 1983. The CZ70 weighs in at about 1.5 pounds with an overall length of about 6.5 inches. It is 1.1 inches thick at the widest point and has a 3.7 inch fixed barrel and a magazine capacity of 8 rounds of 32 ACP or .765 Browning. We'll now go ahead and take a closer look at this pistol. So first thing we're going to do, we'll go ahead and just make sure that we are unloaded. You see there's no magazine in here and no bullets in there. So starting at the end of the barrel, we have a very low front sight. Then moving back, you'll see we have some nice checkering over the top right here. This was to help reduce glare while shooting in the sun. This was added for the CZ70. The CZ50 did not have this checkering up here. At the back we have our rear sight. It is adjustable, although you have to use a punch or a sight pusher. Here at the end of the slide, you'll see we have some nice serrations right here, which comes in a lot of handy. This slide is very slick, so having the serrations here is very helpful. After that, we have our hammer right here with our hammer hole that I mentioned previously. You see our hammer right there. There's our hammer hole. Then we have our grips right here. They are made of a hard plastic, and they have nice checkering or pyramids right here on the side. But then over here on the back, it is very slick. And here we have our safety lever. Up is for fire, down will be in safe. And then if you press it all the way down, that will decock the pistol. Then moving to the left of our safety selector or our safety lever, we have our magazine release. Due to the kind of the placement of this and how high it is, and you see it almost basically sits flush with your magazine right here. How will you? They'll pick it up right here. But due to that placement, there's not a great way to hit that release without changing your grip just a little bit. So we'll take a look at the other side. Pretty smooth here. As we'll see on both sides, we do not have a slide stop or a slide catch. The only way this gun will lock is with an empty magazine. And if you look back over here, you'll see this button right here. This is a takedown button, and that'll get us into how to break down this pistol. So to break down this pistol, you're going to go ahead and just push this button in right here on the side. You see there's some nice checkering right there. Go ahead and press that down. You will rack the slide. Keep holding it back. Once it's all the way back, you'll go ahead and lift up slightly. There we go. As you see, it is a fixed barrel. There's our spring. And that's it. There's not a whole lot for disassembly. There's not much, without, that's just a basic field strip. Obviously, you could go in here, you can remove your grips, remove all of your internal pieces. But this is just a basic field strip right there to put it back together. Spring is the same as far as I'm aware on both sides. Let's put our spring back over our barrel. Go ahead and line this up here. Hold our button. There we go. Line it all back together. Do a function test. There you go. That is how to assemble and disassemble the CZ70. After shooting this pistol now for a couple of months, there are a few things that I've noticed that I do like and a few things that I don't like. Starting with the first things I really do like is a metal frame and the fact that it's firing a 32 ACP, which means there's basically no muzzle flip when firing this. The overall size is pretty good if you wanted to carry this. If you are looking to carry an old steel frame pistol chambered in 30, no judgment, whoever's out there, I'm sure there's somebody. Due to the small size of the caliber, the kind of overall weight of the firearm, there's basically no muzzle flip, which means you could shoot this pistol one-handed very easily if it wasn't for the trigger. The double action trigger is long and heavy, and when I say long, I mean long. If you were using this in a self-defense attack, your attacker would already be home by the time you pull the trigger. It takes 18 pounds to break the double action trigger. We'll go ahead and demonstrate that now. Show you guys it is clear. Go ahead and decock it. I will show you that it is long and heavy. There you go. The single action is a little bit better. It's about 5 to 6 pounds. There is a little bit of take up. We'll go ahead and show that now. So you see it comes all the way back to the very end before it breaks. There you go. The one better part of the trigger is the reset isn't too bad. We'll go ahead and show that now. There you go. So you see, reset definitely not bad on this gun. That's the one positive on the trigger is, follow-up shots are great. It's just the first shot you have to make. But that's been the look at the CZ70. Thank you guys for checking out the video. If you did like the video, go ahead and hit the like button and the subscribe button. I'll see you guys again next time.
The stabby fell.